Good evening. Thanks for joining us on the news at 8. Today, the 12th day month of February 2024. I am Grace Dorcas Chief of the major headlines. Nurses stage protests in Abuja over new certificate verification guidelines. Gunmen in fresh plateau strikes kill 4. Discourse overcharged 7.1 million customers in 9 months, says federal government. We take commercials, we'll be right back with details and many more. Stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now the details. Abia State Governor Dr. Alex Oti has commended the Super Eagles of Nigeria for making the country proud at the just concluded African Cup of Nations AFCON 2023. Governor Oti said even though the Super Eagles came short of lifting the trophy, the players gave their best and succeeded in further strengthening the nation's image as a formidable force in African football. The Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Kazi Uko, said in a statement. Nurses under the aegis of the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives Abuja chapter on Monday protested against the new verification certification guidelines released by the Nigerian Midwifery Council of Nigeria. The nurses expressed displeasure over what they described as an attempt to hinder their freedom to pursue career opportunities, asking the council to address nurses, midwife, salary scale, shortage of staff, and other rights. The protest, monitored by a correspondent, was carried out at the NNCF office in Abuja. The lawmaker representing Lagos mainland in the House of Representatives, Moshood Oshun, has distributed food packs to 8,500 residents in line with President Bola Tinubu's directive to support vulnerable persons. Beneficiaries were drawn from community development associations, schools, religious groups, and work associations. Oshun said that the gesture was a directive by President Tinubu to lawmakers with support from the Ministry of Agriculture. The lawmaker personally distributed 5,000 food packs to his constituents in December. The police command in Kano State says that the divisional police office in Nasarawa local government area has been gutted by fire. The State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Hussaini Gumel, disclosed in Kano that the incident occurred in early hours of Monday. Gumel said an investigation was ongoing to unravel the cause. A 50-year-old farmer in Plateau State, Gawan Zawi, has been killed by gunmen. It was gathered that Zawi was killed in his house alongside 2 others in Kinza village, Basal local government area of the state on Sunday. The community leader in the area, Nuhu Bitrus, confirmed this to a correspondent in Jos on Monday. Bitrus said before the death of the 3 persons, the gunmen had earlier attacked another village, killing him on the spot. Nigerians are still bearing the effects of the policies of former President Muhammadu Buhari. Adams Oshomole, senator representing Edo North Setere District, has said some of the policies introduced by the President Bola Tinubu-led government has led to hardship, especially the removal of petrol subsidy, which tripled the pump price of fuel. But the president has repeatedly told Nigerians that there are brighter days ahead, likening the current situation to pains of a woman in labor. The tactical team of the Federal Capital Territory FCT Police Command has arrested 307 suspects raiding a market black spot, Gidang Dambe in Dede Zuba Aziz. FCT Commissioner of Police Bennett Igwe, who led the operation, said during search, 1 English petrol with 15 rounds of 9mm ammunition was recovered for 1 Ibrahim Tuko, who claimed to be a DSS personnel. Other exhibits such as motorcycles, wraps of marijuana, illicit substance, and vulnerable reasonable suspected to have been stolen from innocent residents were equally recovered. The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps (CDC) Command General Special Intelligence Squad has arrested 3 suspects who specializes in vandalizing railway track sleepers in Nasarawa State. In a statement, the National Public Relations Officer of the Corps, Babawale Afolabi, said that the suspects were arrested following a tip-off by members of the public. The CG's SIS promptly swing into action to foil the activities of the 3 suspects and apprehended them. The member representing Jos North and Bassa Federal Constituency of Plateau State, Mr. Daniel Asama Ago, has expressed his commitment to restoring peace in the state. Asama, who was declared the winner of the recent rerun election in the state, said his priority also includes uniting the state and empowering the people. He made this known while speaking with reporters in Abuja. The Times Higher Education has released the 2023 World Universities ranking across 104 countries and regions. 10 African universities have been ranked top in the 2023 list. The University of Cape Town ranks number 1 in the list of African best universities, while Stellenbosch University and the University of Witwatersrand rank 2nd and 3rd respectively. The University of Ibadan comes 7th in Africa, while the University of Lagos takes the 9th position. Power distribution companies overbilled about 7.1 million unmetered electricity consumers between January and September 2023. An analysis of latest monthly number of overbilled customers showed in the various regulatory interventions of non-compliance with the order on capping of estimated billing to unmetered customers issued to the 11th discourse by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, an agency of the federal government. It was established that the power distributors racked over 105 billion naira as a result of overbilling. Northern elite under the aegis of Iowa New Agenda are set to engage the federal government with a seat of proposals on how to stem insecurity and poverty, especially in the northern country in general. According to the elders, the proposals, if considered and implemented, will pave the way for lasting prosperity for the entire country. The former secretary to the government of the Federation, Yayale Ahmad, reviewed this at the opening of the follow-on conference on tackling poverty in northern Nigeria in Abuja over the weekend. All is now set for the final burial of late Chief Superintendent of Police Njoko Polycarp Obinna, who passed away at the age of 57. Before his death on November 16, 2023, late CSP Obinna served in the Abia State Police Command as OCSIIB of the state. A burial arrangement signed by his son Basil Chukwuemeka Njoko described his late father's death as painful, announcing that he would be committed to Mother Earth at his country home, Ochi Owa, Mbato local government area of Imo State, on Friday, February 16th. While in sports, Super Eagles coach Jose Pesiro has acknowledged that the Elephants of Ivory Coast were the super side following his team's loss in the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations final. In the Africa Cup of Nations final Sunday, host Ivory Coast overcame a strong deficit to defeat Victor Osimhen's Nigeria 2-1 striker Sebastian Haller scored a truly late winner to cap off one of the most incredible major tournament turnarounds as Ivory Coast was their 3rd continental championship. Côte d'Ivoire head coach MS Fair says he can't describe the overwhelming great feeling of guiding the Elephants to glory on home soil. The host came from almost being knocked out to winning the title. Fair's side came from a goal down to seal an emphatic 2-1 win against the Super Eagles of Nigeria at the Alassane Ouattara Stadium at Abidjan on Sunday night. And that sports news brings us to the end of the news at 8. But before we go, we cover major stories. Nurses stage protests in Abuja over new certificate verification guidelines. Government Q4 in fresh plateau strikes. Discuss overcharged 7.1 million customers in 9 months, says federal government. These and many more different platforms. Log on to www.abntv.com.ng, and you can also follow us on our social media platforms in displayed on the screen. I am Grace Dorcas Nikachi. Have a pleasant night rest. Stay safe.